Welcome back, my dear students of class 9. Dear student, let me introduce myself. I am Rajendra Rai, biology teacher from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. And I am presenting this video for your learning, for your digital learning. And dear students, after completing so many videos, let me start a new chapter. And that chapter is the natural resources. Natural resources. In Hindi you can see Prakritik Sansadhan. So natural resources are available for us to enjoy our life in a specific manageable manner, so that our natural resources should not be exhausted. Dear students, our nature, that is consisted of biosphere, lithosphere, atmosphere and hydrosphere. Lithosphere, that is a zone made for the base for the living organism. Means lithosphere means if we are suppose if we are living on this earth, then the earth get divided into different spheres, and this soil area, if suppose this is the soil, so this will be the lithosphere, maintaining the soil and solid part of this earth. Dear student, come to the water that is present on this earth, and that water is called water. Either that is present in the form of ice, cloud, or liquid form, that is called hydrosphere. Dear students, the blanket on the earth is covered by a blanket, and that blanket is called that is atmosphere. The blanket of the gases that cover the whole earth. And dear students, apart from this lithosphere and hydrosphere, on the earth there are presence of biotic factors. Biotic factors means living organisms. Living organisms like plants, fishes, other animals and other bacteria. So the presence of the different types of the organisms are called biosphere. So my dear students, the natural resources which are available on the earth are around the earth, that is in the form of lithosphere, as is fire, in the form of hydrosphere, that is in the form of water, different forms of the water, biosphere, that is the presence of the different living organisms, different biotic factors, and there is a blanket of air that is known as the atmosphere. Dear students, in the atmosphere, number one natural resource is present, and that is called air. So let us study about the air, and first of all you have to study about the composition of air. Composition of air means this air is having nitrogen, oxygen, CO2 and other gases. Nitrogen, that is more than 78%. This is 78%. Oxygen, that is around 21%, and this carbon dioxide, that is 0.03, and remaining 0.07% are different types of the gases like argon, water vapors and other things are present in the air. My dear students, this oxygen and nitrogen, that is, and this also participate in different living processes like photosynthesis, respiration and formation of protein, synthesis of the protein in the living organism, that is by the nitrogen itself. My dear students, let us discuss about the role of the atmosphere in the climate control. My dear students, the climate of the earth is having 15 degrees centigrade average temperature, that is 15 degrees centigrade, and this air play an important role to maintaining this normal temperature of the earth. What happens if temperature rises, then the ice get melt and there will be the problem for the living organisms. Therefore, dear students, this air that is having the different types of the role in the presence of the temperature which is raised by the sun, and this sun and air, the sun rays and air, that play important role in the controlling of the climate. Climate means, that means ki rainfall, making of cloud, winter season, summer season. So these are different types of the climates are there that are present in different parts of the earth, and that is controlled by the different ways by the air as well as the coordination with the temperature raised by the sun. Dear students, one thing is very important, that is the formation of hot air and formation of cool air, that is in the sea area, in the sea coastal area, and by it you will be able to understand the maintenance of the climate control. Therefore, let us discuss about this formation of land bridge and sea bridge. Therefore, dear students, the formation of sea bridge and land bridge, that you will be able to understand by the process of forming the hot air and forming the cool air in the sea region, in the coastal area, and that will be responsible for the full control of the climate. So see what happened in the coastal area. Dear students, take the example of the coastal area. There are two. You have to categorize it in two ways. One, that is this. Suppose this is a part of the coastal area, and that coastal area is having land. So this is the land, and this land is having so many vegetations. So many vegetations are there. This is the sea area, land and sea. So in the daytime, in the presence of sun, when sun rays come at this place, then what happens? See, this sun rays, it hit up the land faster than the water in daytime. The land get hit up faster than the water, sea area in daytime, and it results the air that is at the air will get more temperature, and that will be the hot air that is in daytime, and hot air get rise up, and in the daytime cool air that will be present at the surface of the sea, and this phenomena is for the formation of the sea breeze. It will be called sea breeze. So this will be called sea breeze. In the daytime, sea breeze will be formed, while at the night what happens? See, if there is a piece of land, and that land is having something like this, and during night means when moon is there. This is moon, this is sun. So during night what happens? This land area, the air of the land area will cool faster. So cool air that will be at surface of the land, while in the sea area there will be the hot air, and that will not cool faster. Once it gets heat up, then that air is hot air at night, and it will form another type of breeze, and that breeze is called land breeze. So if the air get rise up due to the hotness, then that air flow towards the land, and that is the phenomena that is called the land breeze. While if hot air that is in daytime that rise up, and that air flow towards the sea, that will form the sea breeze. So the formation of this land breeze and sea breeze is just to control the climate, and this is having a very good role in the climate control. This is the land, this is the sea. So dear students, you have to understand the formation of these two bridges, land bridge and sea bridge. And apart from this, now let us see about the function of the air. My dear students, the function of the air is that air helps in the respiration, air helps in the burning of the things because of the presence of oxygen, air helps in the aquatic organisms, air helps for the growth of the plant because of presence of the nitrogen, presence of the carbon dioxide, air helps in the regulation of the temperature in the form of sea breeze and land breeze, air helps natural cycle, air helps natural cycle of the natural air cycle, natural water cycle, natural gaseous cycle, oxygen cycle, carbon cycle and this nitrogen cycle, that will be controlled by the air itself. And the protection of meteors, that is the protection from meteors. The meteors are the specific material that is coming in the atmosphere of the earth, that is from the space. Asteroids, meteors, small structures are called meteors, and when they get enter into the atmosphere of the earth, they get burned. So by it, they will be, this air will be helpful from the protection from meteors, as well as it is the medium of communication. If air is not present in the atmosphere, then nobody will listen the noise, nobody will listen the sound of other things, because in the space there is no medium and there is no there is a listening problem, there is no production of sound, there will be nothing will be listened by anybody. So these are the role of the air, that is for beneficial for the making convenient life and for the making comfortable life of the living organisms. Dear students, as far as air is concerned, there is air pollution, there is a problem of air pollution, and that air pollution is caused by the natural sources, that is because of the hydrogen sulfide, sulfur dioxide, cosmic rays, cosmic dust, pollen grains. By these things the air get polluted, and by man-made sources, that are the deforestation, burning of fossil fuel, fires, auto emissions, industrializations and agricultural activities that cause the pollution in the air. Dear students, the air, as you know, the air is having the very important role in the photochemical photosynthetic process, and the carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide is that material, that gases increase in the atmosphere. If deforestation is there, then there will be the emission of more carbon monoxide, more carbon dioxide, and that will be the problem for the raising temperature of the earth because of the greenhouse effect. So dear students, we will discuss greenhouse effect later on when we will be studying about the other natural cycles, ozone layer, etc. Dear students, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, put a like. If you dislike this video, put a dislike. And if you are having any questions in your mind related to this topic, please mention that question in the comment box. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.